I don't get it. A country that is not yours. Hey God, you came into that country, you bought lands, as you said, and some were even given to you. Then you built a country in there. South Africans, like so many things, like when I heard this, I didn't believe it. But I was like, ah, no, these people, the way them and Nigeria used to do, they used to send Nigeria home, the way they used to send some African countries home. No, I don't believe this thing can actually happen. How can they total, like we Africans, we are busy. I don't even understand. We are busy chasing ourselves. Why? Being happily enslaved by others. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, in South Africa, we know South Africa is an African country. Westerners came in, bought so many lands there, built a country, like a country. When I say a country, they are economically independent. They use their own money. They make their own food. They take their own instruction. This is a country of 3,000 plus persons. Then you as a brown skin, and this is a brown skin land, you as an African don't even have rights to go in there because you are not one of them. Hey God, they have their own schools, they have their own hospitals. Everything. Okay, now they develop solar energy that will help them to stay 24 hours with electricity. They produce everything. They marry themselves because obviously. And Africans are busy dragging themselves. And some Africa, I even read one comment. The person is he said, I'm a South African, but all those things is not my business. Why will it be our business? Because we don't even think about the future, what the future holds for us. As according to them, before you will go to their school or live with them, you need to do what? Apply for citizenship in your own territory, in your own continent, in your own nation. You need to. Can we as Africa ever do that to the Westerners? Is a no. But one thing I love about these people is their ability to work together, and that is what Africans lack. They work together, they produce. In Africa, we have all the both human skill, but name any skill at all to make our continent very comfortable for us. We have the nature, we have everything. But when that guy said that when Wodemaya asked him, won't the South Africans see this as enslavement, as this, and the guy said that the South African president has visited them and he did not see any problem with that. And see the people, their heroes that they put their head there, that they mowed there. You find out that these people did not bury their history. They are reading their history and they are working towards it. And African leaders are still busy doing what I don't know. As an African child, do you think that the future holds anything for us and for our children? It's so funny. I wish we Africans, the way we keep dragging ourselves, Nigeria will drag Ghana, Ghana will drag Nigeria, South Africa will drag Nigeria, Nigeria will drag South Africa. Then deportation, you will see massive deportation, African deporting one another. Why in the Western world, hence you have your permit of stay, you can actually travel around Europe with it. But in Africa, no, we have targets. The same our nonsense leader that keeps on doing this. And that you see how even in this modern day, we are actually enslaved. And somebody told me that something like this, something similar to this, is also happening in Lagos, Nigeria. Where they have, if you go there, they say majority of them, it's not that the brown skin are not allowed, but you pay heavily. They made it so expensive to outsiders, so you pay heavily. And I think that is part of the play Davido went and bought his how many billion naira land. That is your land. Can you do that in the Europe? Imagine coming to someone else's country, create your own currency. You don't take order from them. And according to that man, he said that is an agreement with the South African president. Who know the agreement and how many years? In fact, the agreement is not going to end anytime soon. So they will keep on developing. They are just 20% right now. They will keep on developing. And according to him, he said, for me, there is nothing. Okay, one came up that day that is deporting Africans to go to their own continent, their own country. And then you are even coming to the Africa to drag a space with them solely. I mean, if in this country, in the Western world that you are, there is just let me say, a community where the brown skin are more. Take it or leave it, the kind of camera they will mount there. But no, these people will see that, like, I don't know, South Africans, how did it actually happen? The way I perceive you people, maybe it's, I don't know. Just that it's like so many things that most we Africans takes for granted are what we should not take for granted. That is how I see this kind of a thing. Even the Wode Maya that was doing the interview was overwhelmed. Like, when you have traveled around the world, you find out that so many things that is being done to you is not done to the same people is actually heartbreaking. You are going to another man's country to preserve. You say you are doing it for culture. For culture. My own country, I need to seek for citizenship before I can go to anywhere I want. Citizenship. They're not even using the same money. They have fuel station. They have everything. They are living even more comfortable, if I'm not mistaken, to the indigenous of that country. And South Africans are busy fighting their fellow African brothers and sisters over what? Africans. Learn something from this Orani country. Let's come together and make it work. You see what those guys said about the school? He said why their children are not going to the school. He said because it's full of religion. It's not that it's not about the parent. Like, they don't involve the parents most of the time. It's just religion and all those kind of a thing. When some people say, for me, allow everybody to have their own mindset. And that is what that guy was actually saying there. In as much as they came there, they built a country that they feel is more suitable for them. I applaud them. Then, and I laugh at our own foolishness as African. And you see all these African presidents, all these African leaders, now God go judge you now. It no go ever better for now. Because your kids, you feel that your kids are abroad, your kids are still brown skin. You understand? So forget your skin. Your children are still brown skin. This around that we are talking about, are your children there? And I know very well and see, inside that their school, they teach more of practical. And guess what? They farm very well. So they don't need your food. They farm their organic food. They don't need your food. They farm. Oh God, this is. And you see the road, very comfortable. Everything there is comfortable. This is people, maybe they even came to their country with nothing. They supply their food even outside the Orano. Look at their money. They have money. Ora. That they are using. And according to him, is equivalent to what the South Africa are using. Hey. We as African nation, when are we going to wake up and build our own nation? We can do it, just that they keep on giving us leaders that we dance to their tune. Because if Africa is developed today, the rest of the world will suffer. Because they know very well that Africa fits. But Africa is, let me say, African leaders are like mothers that has all it takes to take care of the child, but they prefer taking care of outside for strangers who don't even mean well for them. Check all the countries that are producing lamps, generators, some of the things, they don't use it. They bring it to the dustbin called Africa. I love you so very much. South Africans, prove Nigerians right by doing the right thing. Imagine chasing your brothers out, then another person comes to your own country, and build a country inside your country. Ha! I love you. You came into somebody's house, buy a portion of the house, and you build that house as a country, as a nation. Then you ask them to apply for citizenship before you can open your door. South Africa, wagwan.